Hey, welcome back. I'm Dupe and this is my closet. Today, I've drawn some Nier Automata. Started with B2 today because I've been playing the game. The game itself has been a blast, actually. The characters are solid. They're interesting. Their design themselves is just outstanding. It's weird because it's a mix between a fighter, like a beat 'em up hack and slash DMC, and like a shooter shmup game that just like is a bullet hell. I totally dig it. Binding of Isaac is one of my favorite like pastime roguelikes, and I really enjoy dealing with the bullet hell in Enter the Gungeon. So it was just refreshing. It's very interesting. I actually put down Zero Dawn Horizons. I put down Zero Dawn Horizon to start playing it, and have not touched Zero Dawn since. So, and it's not that I didn't like Zero Dawn, and I'm not saying it's not unique in any means. There's just something that drew me more to Nier than to Dawn. Dawn had some really fast gameplay, really accurate shooting. The robots were interesting. But Nier is like okay, what Zero Dawn is to me is like a world that like I don't know, I haven't seen it before. It's completely covered in robots, but I felt Ubisoft's open world before, if that makes any sense. Like I didn't feel lost. I didn't feel like there wasn't, I don't know, the era of mystique that I get from like Nier Automata's places are not the same with how I play with Zero Dawn. Like Zero Dawn, I'm like, okay, I know I can go and pick up all the stuff. There's plants and things to interact with, and there's like little pit stops on the way to each of my quests. And it's gonna take a while. We're gonna run around, and I'm gonna mount on things, and it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna level up, and it's gonna be great. And there's nothing wrong with that, and I enjoy that gameplay. But with Nier, like it's an open world. It's got like these type of monsters that are weird, and they drop like little bits of lore when you hit them sometimes, and the areas just seem so alien and like broken down, and almost has like the mystique of like Fallout, except for like less stiff and more like there's something going on here that you're not a part of. Due to the fact that I haven't played the other Nier games or any of the other, I think they were like Dragon something. Can't remember the name right now. But the rest of the games in that storyline, I haven't played them. I know they're good. I plan on it, like one day. I don't know. At least I'm gonna watch somebody else play it. Because I wanna get into all the story parts of it. I did wind up watching a summary on it online. By the way, if you guys are interested, it's out there. Just look it up. And they'll tell you everything about it from like the very beginning of Drakengard, that's what it's called. From the very beginning all the way up to like what the musical was about, if you didn't know there was a musical for this. And they put it all together for you. So it just feels like there's a more epic story than Zero Dawn. Like it was just winning off of that. It's like something Zero Dawn couldn't do. I'm really interested in stuff like that, and on top of that, like I like the fast-paced like combat. I just like the combat better. I just do. But enough of the comparison. Yeah. So the reason why I drew 2B today is because she's kind of had my attention. I thought her character design was really interesting, and I can't wait to find more like costume stuff for her. Like right now, all I have is like the weird like little robot head. I got a pink bow for her, and I think that might be it. Robot head, pink bow. I feel like I got something else that was like kind of like miscellaneous and didn't really stick out much. But I want to find more. I don't know why. I just want to dress her up. Like no shame. She's a cool character. All right. 9S. Okay, so 9S. He's my favorite character out of this so far. I know there's not that many characters in the beginning, at least, that speak or like add to the story. But 9S is a very he's interesting. So when you first meet 9S, he's a scout robot, and he's there to support your your assault mission. to go and take down a gigantuan or gargantuan class like threat with like a whole team, which you might as well just be doing it by yourself because they all died at the very beginning. And yeah, so 9S, he's a support. He's a support scout, and I just want to talk about his personality a little bit. Like 9S, he is not made for combat, and his mind is not as goal oriented as 2B's is. 2B's is very like straight and hard and coarse and like to the point. Like, okay, we're gonna go in here, we got swords, we're gonna kill the bad guys, we're gonna leave, that's it. Like, but for 9S, everything it's just a little bit more like open and friendly, and I don't know, I just think he's such an interesting character. A good way, like, okay, so when it comes back to when he starts talking about the robots, this is actually when they started to dig a little deeper on his story, and kind of how unique of a character he is. When they start, you wind up in a robot village eventually, and before you get there, you enter like a smaller, like it almost reminds me of like Disney World. I'm pretty sure that's what they were modeling after. I could be wrong, but it very much had that magic castle kind of theme to it. And there's just a bunch of robots in like clown costumes, and they're throwing confetti, and they're shooting like multicolored balls, not the red ones that try to kill you. And they're just having a great time, and they're talking about like love, peace, and happiness. And you could totally just light these guys up, and it's totally fine. Or you could not kill them and like pretty much just start walking through the town and seeing this like enchanted little area that these guys have, where they just want to fucking be a theme park, and it's super interesting. But 9S is like, no, these are robots, they need to die. And I thought that was really interesting, because I thought he was a very open, neutral character, or at least good, and that he would just like openly start accepting the robots. Like, yeah, there's some interesting stuff in the past with him, but I didn't think he would be like, no, robots must die. They have no emotions. They must go. And it's just really interesting, because it's one of the few things you'll hear from him that is like very like up that alley. He doesn't trust the robots, rightfully so, but it's just really interesting. As you continue through like the magic castle, you wind up fighting like one of the first bosses, and it's just like a singing lady. But the boss battle itself was off the charts. Like, it was cool as fuck. I had a great time. I died like I think twice maybe. The first time I got hit like really fast. I didn't have a lot of HP, and I was still getting used to the controls, and I just like fucked up the controls and totally didn't heal myself and died. And it was cool. I was happy with it. I was like, whatever. I'd rather get in there with another shot and have like full HP. So whatever. It was a great fight though. Multi-tiered and like interesting boss battles are my favorite. Like, if I can kill a boss and like think it's done, and then like something else happens right after, I love that. When the boss battle itself is like very dynamic, and there's a little bit of like elements to deal with besides just dealing with the boss monster, I fucking love that. Like, in this fight, I was dealing with the bullet hell, which is totally cool. The boss itself was armored to a degree and would spin around and like has like spikes on the end of it, so that was something else I had to watch out for. It would also shoot out these sound waves, and they would try to hack you, which would turn the game from like your like 3D mode down to like a two-dimensional like not side scroller, like a two-dimensional like shooter. It's really weird. And if you get hit, like you suffer like the side effects of hacking, and it's just like what? It's crazy. And then after a while, she starts dropping like the bodies of dead androids that she's killed, that are strung up on crosses, and their brains have been wiped and been like that. They're just used for weapons now, and that's dope as fuck. And they shoot those hacking sound waves at you too, as well as an AOE like on the ground effect. And I remember, like, I was curious at first because it looked like there was a limited number of the android bodies. And I remember that boss battle taking a little longer than it should have, just due to the fact that like I wanted to see if I can kill all of them. I couldn't. I wanted to have him just shoot her in the face, and she died. So But super interesting. We wind up in, like, right after that, we wind up in the robot, like, peaceful village, and 9S is not buying the whole friendly robots thing for a long time. He's like, nope, these guys are machines. They all gotta go. They're lying to you. They're just waiting. You know, they're trying to set you up and like all this stuff. And in my head, I was like, nah, dude, these guys they're trying so damn hard to be human. Like, not even be human. They're cut off from the network, and they're sick of being what like the aliens that brought them there want them to be. And it's just super interesting. I feel for them personally. Like, their little robot voices just kind of speaks to my cold heart, and I really like it. It's just super interesting. When it goes down to sorry about that. I unplugged my microphone. Yeah, the game itself is fun. When it goes down to the customization system, like, I really like that also. They have like a chip system where you can equip like different types of chips, and you can go ahead and like reconfigure them the best way possible to like make, you know, 2B. Her combat and like passive skills will be different. I have like shockwave on mine, so like every time I swing one of my swords, like a different shockwave comes out of it, and it's pretty dope. It makes it so I can attack enemies from a distance, but not just like shoot at them with my like shooting gun and just sit there. So it keeps me engaged. I dig it. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, that customization, totally cool. At first I didn't even like think about it. I didn't look at it. I didn't care. I felt 9S was a damn superhero from the beginning. But I remember one day I just like started like fiddling with it, and I was like, holy shit, dude, she's got latent superpowers in here that I'm not using. So let's get to fucking work. And then I started figuring out, like, okay, so the thing about this game is they don't show you all the like nuances and mechanics that the game actually has. Most games, they have like a small little tutorial, and they're like, okay, well, this is how you upgrade your weapons. This is how you blah blah blah. If you do this thing, you can blah blah blah, and which is cool. But for this one, like, I didn't know. And also, I'm not really familiar with a ton of Platinum games. I know they're good, but I don't know how their creators think. So, like with Ubisoft, I was like, okay, I know how to do this because you've done these mechanics before. I haven't played too many Platinum games recently, and so I don't know how their creators are thinking. I don't know what my possibilities even are. So I didn't know there was an upgrade system for your weapons for a while. Found that out. Now I quest around. Like, I didn't want to kill any of the animals for a long time, because I was like, no, dude, like, Earth needs animals, man. The boars and the mooses, the mice, just one moose. You know, you can mount them. So I figured, like, maybe I shouldn't just be killing my rides. These guys are like taxis to me. And nope, you totally need their hides and stuff like that. And oh my god, okay, so one gripe, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I'm kind of sick of: the boars in this game, like the giant fucking pigs. When you're trying to kill them, for one, they're strong as fuck, and two, when they hit you, they hit like fucking Mack trucks. And there's been multiple times where they just shut down my shit. Like, I had to like restart the level and everything. But alright. I'm about to play some music for you guys. I color this picture in my next video. It took me a little bit to kind of get out like the whole spoken part of this, just because like I've been really busy. So thank you for your patience. If this is your first time stopping by, stop by again. If you like to talk, come with me on Sundays, 10 o'clock Central time. I go ahead and I do my stream, and I chat it up for like a good hour or so. Sometimes I'm drunk and I'm just like, I just want to draw, and so I won't have my mic out. But besides the point, well, yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of this little video. See ya.
Cute.